I think we're live. Morning, everybody, or whatever time zone you're in. Good afternoon, good evening, middle of the night, whatever time it is where you are. Thank you guys for being here this morning. This is obviously part of the Amazing Readathon that Brie has put together. But also you might just be here just for normal reading, well, not normal reading sprints, but just sprints with me. So good morning and hello. If you could tell me in the comments which book you are currently reading, but also what time it is where you are, because this whole readathon, I've become a bit obsessed with like time zones and stuff. So I'd be intrigued to know what time it is where you are at the moment. It's currently 9 a.m. BST, British summertime. Although saying British summertime, we are predicted thunderstorms today. So not much of a summer, but hey. I've also got the lovely Brittany and Neva with me at the moment. I think Aoife's possibly coming as well, and maybe Bethany. A few people will drop in and out. But we'll be here till about 1 o'clock, or I will definitely be here till 1 o'clock. And then I'm not sure who's up next after me, but I will find out.
Margaret.
See, you guys are all over it as usual.
It's like, Margaret, and then is it you?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so like there are sprints running for the next 48 hours consecutively, which is a massive undertaking. Like the organization that Brie has put into it is unreal.
We should all bow down. Like Brie has done amazing.
Truly. There are like 15 hosts as well. It's mad.
I just want to say that I'm glad that I was the guinea pig for this with the 24-hour sprints, and then it went so smoothly for me that Brie was like, I'm going to do it too for 48 hours.
We're like, we can do this.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's the outside of having hosts all over the place, isn't it? So there's like somebody up all the time. So that's what we're going to do this morning. We'll do a little bit of chat, then we'll do a 45-minute sprint. And Margaret's put together a really cool timer thing, which I'll put up. That's probably pretty much how we'll go this morning. So morning and welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. I am a little bit nervous. I haven't done a live show since I did the 12-hour one. So I'm feeling a little bit rusty because that was a couple months ago now. So yeah, I'm just getting back into the swing of it. Chloe is here. She's up and ready to read before 9 a.m. on a Saturday when I have no plans. I must really love you. I appreciate it. So thank you. Hello, thank you for being here. Marlene's here as well. Good morning. We've also got Aussie Gal. I'm going to assume it's some crazy hour of the night for you, possibly. Marlene's going to read Her Majesty's Royal Coven. That's very exciting. Page 349. One of my favorite reads of the year. Have you guys read that?
I haven't, but I really want to.
It's so good. So good.
I'm just keeping a little graphic that has all of our host favorites on it because like all of them I want to read.
Yeah, I want to like graduate the way through.
I'm like, thank you for this because my TBR clearly wasn't long enough.
Yeah, and also because we pick 5?
Yeah, there's like 80 books.
Yeah, it's a good read.
And a lot of us picked books within series. Like I put Bonded by Thorns. There's 2 books out for that series already, and then which Bonded by Thorns is the first one, and then there's a third one coming out I think at the end of the year, which is the last book. It's only a trilogy, but even so. Yeah,
there's a lot of books on that reading list. So Dusty Book Sniffers, that's a great channel name, by the way. Said, hey everybody. Alice's, hopefully I've said that right. Says, sorry, say again.
Elise's.
Oh, sorry, Elise's. Sorry. Coco's Book Nook is also here. Aussie Girl, it's more than halfway through my book. It's a doomsday romance. That sounds interesting. So Sarah's saying good morning. Hey guys, everybody. So Dusty Book Sniffers saying I'm reading Beaches, Bungalows and Burglaries by Tonya Caps for Lithuania. Cool. In case those of you that haven't come from the Amazing Readathon, what we're doing this weekend with the face-off is Brie chose some European flags and we have to spin to see which flag we get, and then you read a book with those colours on the cover, and I'll show you what I'm reading in a minute. So that's what people are talking about when they're talking about Lithuania. So that sounds really fun. Teresa's also here and Sandra's here. There's quite a few comments. I'm going to go fairly quickly. Ellie from Ellie Bookshelf is here. Hello, thank you for coming. Coco's Book Nook's 2 a.m. here in Montana, USA. Honestly, some of you are so hardcore. I don't know, like Neva as well, because it's like the middle of the night for you, isn't it? Where you are?
Yeah, it is 4:05 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
But okay. I mean, in my own defense, I would have just gotten off work 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
if I was working, because I work the night shift from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. anyway. So Bree was like, do you want to do your normal 12 to 4, like 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. sprints? And I was like, I might as well.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the American with the reverse schedule.
Yeah. Well, I don't even like. I don't cope with being like with lack of sleep and being up late. I always tap out about 10 o'clock. I'm like, I'm done now. I'm going to bed. So yeah, I'm always like super impressed by people that manage to push through. Aussie Gal is reading The Incredible Adventures of Cinnamon Girl, a doomsday romance for Hungary, and it's 6 p.m. for me in Australia. That's pretty cool. Dusty Book Sniffers put in the blue team. That's me representing. Ghost Mortem by Jane Hinchy, 3 a.m. in Minneapolis. Honestly, we'll get to reading in a minute because like some of you I feel like are gonna have been going for a while.
Like it is the middle of the night for so many of you.
I know, and I've literally just rolled out of bed, so I'm just like,
this is pure dedication.
Yeah, it is. Also, because we've got for those of you again that haven't been taking part in the readathon, we've got a Discord. And coming into that as someone who is in the opposite time zone to a lot of the people taking part, like my notifications are nuts. But it's really interesting. Some people on like their 3rd or 4th book already, and I'm like,
I feel so bad for you every morning. I'm like, how many messages does Victoria wake up to from Team Blue? Like, I mean, like, what has happened?
I'm just like, there's so much, but it's fine. It's interesting to catch up on it, and then I'm trying to like summarize it for some of the other people that are like UK based or like not in the States. But it's fun, and it's kind of fun, especially when Bree drops like the next leg or whatever it is, whatever chaos it is that she's creating. I always know if she's put something because there's just so many notifications on, like she must have given us the next leg or whatever it is. So it's always fun. Teresa's reading Flicker in the Dark, 9 a.m. so she's on my time. Elizabeth is in Guam, and it's 6 p.m. on Saturday. What day is it? Yeah, Saturday day, isn't it? Yes. I'm on holiday. I've completely lost
in the future. Far into the future.
Yeah. She's talking to us from the future. So Sandra is also BST, reading An Arc of Learned Heart by Emma Donoghue for the Magical Readathon. Oh, I really, really, really want to read that one. I love Emma Donoghue. So that's exciting. I'll be interested to see what you think of that, Sandra, for sure. Alenka's reading The Moth Diaries, about 25% in. It's 10 a.m. here in Croatia. People all over the place. It's lovely. 6 p.m. Saturday in Australia. Go team from Sarah. Yes. Good morning. Clueless about books. Oh, hello. I always get excited when there are names that I recognize in the chat. Gonna
start. I know you.
Yeah, I'm like, hi, somebody I know. Morning. Gonna start One Italian Summer in the UK. Oh, Mel's here as well. She's in Australia. So the Aussies are. So we've worked out it's sort of, depending on where you are in Australia, it's like Saturday afternoon, evening. Sheila's in the UK going to start Devotion by Hannah Kent. I keep meaning to read Hannah Kent, but she seems to make everybody cry. So I'm a bit like,
like I need to be in the right headspace for that.
Yeah.
I need to not be on camera for that.
Yeah, it's not, for me, it's not really a book to read on sprints. On my 3rd read, 3 a.m. for Alison. Yeah, Mel's like, it's only 6 p.m. It's good. So at least we're at a good time for the Aussies as well. Heartstopper. Lots of people I think are reading Heartstopper.
I'm reading Heartstopper Volume 3, Sarah.
Wins. That's good. I'm really torn because I've got quite a few books on my TBR and I'm like, I've already spun 3 times for the 3 flags because I like to plan a little bit. So I've picked books off my unread TBR because I'm like, I want to try and get books down, but then everyone's rereading Heartstopper and I'm like, I've got them downstairs, so I'm like, oh,
I desperately needed the GRC, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, anytime you like, I could read Heartstopper anytime, so that's fine.
I know. And also, like, I'm working my way really slowly through season 2 of the Netflix because I know a lot of people like binge it, but it takes me a little while to kind of, when a new show drops, this sounds completely weird, it takes me a little while to like realize that I can watch it or like feel like I'm ready to watch it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, and then now I started it and I'm like, I don't want to rush through this because the next series is not till like next year.
Well, that's it. Like once it's done, it's done. And then
listen, everyone else watched Exo Kitty when it dropped. I didn't watch Exo Kitty until May.
Oh yeah.
I mean, May of this year. My sister was here visiting, and she said, well, actually, no, it was like, May into the beginning of June, because she was like, do you want to watch Exo Kitty? And I was like, okay. Everybody watched it like 6 months ago.
Yeah. I'm like that. I've watched 1.5 episodes of Heartstopper currently, because I'm like, I need this to last as long as possible.
Yep.
So maybe I'll reread. Oh, I don't know. So yeah, there's lots of people reading ACOTAR and Heartstopper, so that's nice. Monica's saying hello. Hannah's just woke up. It's 9 a.m. here, so same as me. I'm just about to start a middle grade called The Beast of Buckingham Palace. That sounds interesting. Mel's reading Gillian, or is it Gillian or Gillian Flynn?
Gillian.
I don't know.
I actually don't know now that you
say I actually don't know, because I've heard it pronounced both ways, and some people pronounce it Gillian, but like it literally is spelled Jillian just with a G.
Yeah. Because like how I think that's the English spelling of Gillian. That's how I would spell it. But
yeah.
I think
that's actually a good question. I've heard it both ways now that you say that. So now I don't know.
Let me see if the Google machine will tell us.
Because there might be an interview of her saying it somewhere. I'm interested to see what you think of that, Mel, because I don't think that's your usual thing to read. So I'm intrigued. I haven't read one of her books for years. I definitely was on the hype train, like when they first came out.
I think Aoife's backstage.
Oh, is she? Mm-hmm. I can't see her.
Oh, maybe not.
Is she? I can't see her at all.
Maybe she left. I'll tell her to come back.
Yeah.
Like, come back, Aoife.
Where'd you go?
We need the Irish chaos as well. All chaos welcome today. So Ellie said, I'm just getting breakfast. We're reading the ABC Murders. We're spending most of the day packing the house up as we move next week. Oh, Ellie, that is stressful. Hopefully it'll be worth it though. Have you got an audiobook you can read whilst you're packing? Because I would need some kind of motivation there. Reading Spy Family 10 a.m. in Sweden. My friend and I are on a reading weekend away. There's a vlog coming. That sounds so nice.
Oh, that's fun.
That sounds so good. So Chloe is reading A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout, currently at page 284 of 628. Oh my days. Okay, that's good.
It appears this woman's name is pronounced Gillian.
Okay, so it is Gillian. I need to try and remember that.
I mean, that's how they said it on the Today Show, and I just feel like they do research on the Today Show.
They probably know what's true.
I also feel like if you say someone's name incorrectly on the Today Show, like you're going to be corrected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. If on the Today Show they said my name wrong, I'd be like, actually, it's this.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Gillian. That's cool. So Clueless About Books is reading Sarah Bernstein's Study for Obedience. We'll do a couple more comments and then we'll start reading because I haven't actually read anything this morning. Mel, it's supposed to be my summer, so she's in Australia. It's winter here, so we're all snuggled up with hoodies and a fire reading mysteries. That sounds so good, but also it's supposed to be our summer, and I'm currently wearing like thick socks, and I've been wearing jumpers all week.
We're having the same summer in Canada. It's rain, and it has rained for so long. I don't remember the sun. I'm like, what was sun?
Exactly. Like we got a little bit of sun earlier in the week, and we were both, like, my husband and I were away, and I was like, what's happening outside? He was like, it's called the sun. I was like, cool. We hadn't packed like any suntan lotion or anything because it was just so out of like what's become normal. And I think today we are scheduled thunderstorms, so that should be fun in August. But hey, I've got hammock, which I basically live in from like May until September. Haven't been in it since the end of June because the weather's been so horrible. But there we go. Ellie's kitten is doing early morning zoomies.
Do you see Aoife now?
No. Yes, I do. Yeah. Hang on, I can see it. Right.
And
there we go. Hi. I'm sorry. Oh, I can see you.
You guys were like, let's go. I'm here too. Well, because I saw your thing in Discord, and then we were like, and then Brittany was like, I think Eva's in there. And she was like, I don't see her, and I was like, maybe she.
No, because I was there before Victoria went live, and she was like, okay, we're all here, let's go live. And I was like, I'm not here.
So then I was like, come back.
I
I'm
literally
just not good enough to read with you guys, I guess.
no.
Okay.
It's not that at all. Because Brittany was here and then Neva popped up before we started. I couldn't see anyone else. I'm sorry. That's so rude. I do
That's
apologize.
okay. I'll just hold it against you for the rest of my life. It's okay.
That's
I
fine.
mean, there has been times where I've gone to a second row of sprinters, and I mean, if you're in the second row, yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
they will.
hidden.
Yeah.
You have to scroll to find them to let
You
them
can
in.
scroll down.
And I'm like, to be honest, you may get added. I can't promise anything.
You may.
Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, sorry.
Also,
we
to the
all know
person-
that I'm inept as well, so let's, it's fine.
I just want to say this because it was put in the general chat. Okay.
Mm.
What was?
Sin making comments about the fact that I've been the only person on every stream because I was in Bree's stream at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, they made a comment that says Neva changing shirts between every stream chat is hilarious. I know the rest do too, but she's the only one that's been in every stream till now. I imagine a huge pile of 4-hour worn shirts next to the bed. I just want everyone to know.
Your laundry's going to be insane this weekend.
Every time I've changed my clothes, I have thrown my clean shirts back into my shirt bucket. Because my ADHD doesn't fold clothes. I just need everyone to know it. I have a bucket system. 1 bucket for pants, 1 bucket for shirts, 1 bucket for work clothes, and 1 for pajamas.
Fair.
If that works, then it works. That's all good.
But they're not just like on the floor. That would just because then I'd have to wash them all again, and I just don't feel like that. Doing that.
I do a lot of I'm fine at doing the laundry part and hanging it out, and then it lives for about a long time on the errors because and usually they're here, but I've literally shoved them into the hallway so they're not behind me on the sprint because this is my husband's office / our spare room, so usually all the laundry is like right there. But yeah, I've just shoved everything out into the hallway. I was like, I will deal with that in 4 hours time. It's
That's a problem for Victoria later.
That is a problem for the future me.
Exactly.
We'll deal with that.
Future me will deal with that problem.
I say that for so many things.
We might gain a Crystal at some point also. She's putting
Crystal might come too.
Oh,
she's putting Adeline down, I think.
Yeah.
That's good. I will try and be a better host and keep an eye on stuff like this. I'm not used to having this many people with me. So it's usually just me or me and one other. Right, let's do a last few comments, then we'll see what everyone's reading. And Char's here as well. Hello, lovely people. Had a hectic morning and so ready to chill and read for a bit. That's good. I need to actually start reading. I haven't read anything yet today. Mel's making everybody jealous in the chat. We're eating cheese and crackers and dip for dinner and drinking sparkling wine with strawberries. She's on a reading weekend away with a friend, which sounds like the best idea possibly I've ever heard. And Dusty Booksniffers is agreeing with you about the bucket system. Who has time? Agreed.
And you know the thing, Ari is more organized than me because she has like a 9-shelf thing that has like the fabric buckets because otherwise her clothes end up all over the place. I don't got that. So like her books go on like the empty shelves, but then her clothes are inside the buckets. Mine are just plastic tubs, just clear plastic tubs, and they're lined up like underneath my bed. So I just like pull the tub out to get clothes out.
Yeah.
That's how my life works. I'm sorry. I'm not going to fold the clothes to unfold them to put them on my body. I'm just not going to do that.
No, I also don't buy stuff that needs ironing. That just sounds like it's
no, that's stupid. Who has time to iron?
I have 2 nice outfits that have to be hung up, and they get worn twice a year. So, like, I don't have time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's talk about reading, which, probably what we're here for. So, Brittany, what are you reading this morning?
Last night at the very end of Bree's Sprints, I spun for Germany, but it was 1 a.m. So I just went, I'll figure that out in the morning.
Yeah.
She said
that is a problem for future Bree.
I was like, that's great. See you tomorrow. So I decided just to continue my way through Heartstopper because I read the first 2 last night. So I'm reading volume 3 because I'm determined to reread because obviously it's a reread the entire stack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you remind me what color the second one is, please?
Off the top of my head.
Hold on.
Thank you.
It's got blue.
Nice.
Hold on. I have them all. Hold on.
Because I have them on my Kindle, but my Kindle is black and white.
It's in the next room, so I can go get it.
No, I think
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, hit me.
Okay, the first one is like a I don't know. I guess.
We've already read number 1. Let's go to number 2.
Okay, number 2 is orange.
Mm-hmm.
Number
Ireland.
3, yellow, clearly, but it's like orange and blue and green and black. A lot of colors.
It kind of has all the colors. Yeah, there's white because Alice Oseman's name's in white. That's how I've been getting it in this entire time.
Yeah, and his collar is white as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay, that's an Ireland book then.
Of the color, like just a tiny bit.
The fourth one is purple and pink and yellow and white and orange and black. There's just a lot of colors, you know?
It feels like we're singing Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. The cover has red and yellow and green and blue and orange and pink and purple and...
I hope people come in right now and they're like, what is happening?
That's just singing colors.
You're welcome. Welcome to Colors with Aoife.
Okay, so Neva, what are you reading this morning? Or like the middle of the night for you?
Yes, I'm reading today. I have 8 minutes or something. I don't know. It's something ridiculous. 8 minutes left of Fina. This is a great book. Okay, it's IKEA meets gay meets wormholes. I don't know. How does that work? Your guess is as good as mine, but it does. So I'm gonna finish the last 8 minutes of that. Then we're gonna spin again.
Nice.
And I'll start something else.
Cool. Okay. What about you, Aoife?
I am reading Stuck With You from this short story collection by Size Queen Ali Hazelwood. You would not believe the amount of times it has been mentioned that this man is 65 foot tall and this woman is 2 inches tall. Incredible. I am about 40 pages from the end, so I should finish it by this sprint. And when I finish it, I'm going to start filming for Monday, because if I don't, you're not going to see my face on Monday. So if I don't come back immediately, that's where I am at.
Yeah, that's fine. You did say in the chat that we should bully you into filming, so
please, somebody in the comments, if I'm not filming something, if I don't have a full face of makeup when I come back, do your worst.
Eva, clearly you didn't film anything, ma'am.
Do your worst. Do your worst.
I'm finishing off my sightseeing book for London before I start Flags. So I'm reading Girl, Goddess, Queen by, who is this by? Bea Fitzgerald, which is a Persephone and Hades retelling. Mm-hmm. It also happens to be the most beautiful book. I picked it up at random. I know a few people in the Discord said they've got it to read. I'd never heard of it before, so I don't know where I've been. But I picked it up at random in a bookshop this week. Look at that.
Wow.
It's so pretty.
Stunning.
It's so nice.
She's like, I just picked this beautiful book up randomly.
Yeah.
In my lap.
That's
insane.
Those are beautiful end pages.
So I'm going to finish this. I've got like 100 pages of that left. And then I spun and I got Bulgaria as my first one, which is white, green, and red. So I'm going to go with my Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield, because it's got a little bit of red and a bit of green and a bit of white. So that's going to be my first flag. So I'm excited for this. People say it's weird. So I was like, I'm in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to read this morning. But yeah, I want to finish off Girl, Goddess, Queen first. And then get reading for the flags. So yeah, that's the plan.
Fair.
So Shaz agreed to bully you. I'll send you annoying messages.
The instant guttural reaction that I have had to that has spurred me on enough already, because I know who you know who is, and she knows I do not entertain it.
Okay. Well,
she said, forget it. I will be filming.
Okay, so should we read?
Let's read.
Let's see if I can work out how to show the timer again with 5,000 people here.
You can make it full screen. Now that you're sharing it, if you click you see the little square that has like dashes.
Oh, so that's full screen for you guys.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm amazed that Bree trusted me to do sprints, to be honest.
You just have to make sure that it's like shared first and then do the full screen.
Yeah, I figured that out during the week and it changed my life.
Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Okay, so you guys can see that, right? Okay, so 45 minutes we're going to read, and then we'll come back and chat, and then we'll do a bit more reading. Cool.
Good.
All right.
Cool.
See you in a bit. I love the ending of this time. I'm obsessed with this timer anyway.
I know Margaret did an amazing job with the timers.
This
so
is my
great.
favorite.
Yeah, I'm completely upset, and I was kind of distracted because I was also kind of watching as stuff changed, and because I haven't seen it yet. And yeah, love the timer. Okay, how did everybody's reading go? How did yours go, Brittany?
I read this much of Heartstopper, so I'm almost done.
That's great.
I'll finish.
Are you enjoying it? The same.
I mean, 5 stars all the time. Like, it's Heartstopper. But.
Yeah. That's good. How did yours go, Neva? Because you were just finishing off a book.
I finished.
Yay.
I'm giving it 5 stars. Okay, it was great.
Yep.
Truly. And now, I spun also for. What did I get? Oh, I got France.
Okay.
I'm gonna read some book called Bloody Princess, a dark enemies lovers college romance. Do I know anything about this book? No. It's only 280 pages, and I'm pretty sure this was one of the books I got on like Stuff Your Kindle Day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean the cover is pretty iconic. Honestly, it's just like this girl, and her face. I mean, her face is covered in blood, which is great.
Yep.
The cover looks like this. Like, hold on. Oh my god, this lighting. I have 2 ring lights in here, and the lighting still sucks. It looks like this, like without the color.
Okay.
All of this like black on her face is blood. I don't know. I have no idea what this book is about. Clearly, I saw the cover on Stuff Your Kindle Day and was like, "It's free. Why not?"
Mm-hmm.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That sounds good. What about you, Aoife? Did you get your filming done?
I filmed.
Well done.
Yay!
I filmed. Nobody's gonna have to bully me. There's gonna be something coming up on my channel Monday, 6 p.m. German time, 12 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you very much. Bye bye. I read. I want to say 5 pages. It probably was 5 pages. And then I made a sandwich because I got hungry.
But you filmed and you fed, so that's good.
I filmed and I fed, and also I've rearranged some of my August content. Because some stuff doesn't look doable anymore.
Okay.
So my weekend vlog will now be going up on Thursday.
I also had to do that because I overestimated how much I could read.
Yeah.
That wasn't just random books for the Amazing Readathon. And I was like, these theme vlogs are not going to go up on the days I thought they were going to go up.
This video that I have put in for this day is now going into a different day.
Correct. I was like,
and that is just how life is right now.
Those books are not getting done because they don't fit any prompts. How rude.
I've considered messaging people with whom I have secret projects going and be like, can we push this back another month? And I've already said, like, can we do this in October? I'm just like, can we push this back to maybe like a February?
Oh, we have definitely moved the B&K book club 3 times this month.
Listen,
3 times.
So before we started this, because I thought somehow that I would get Rye's 24-hour challenge done while Ari was on her little vacation, but I slept because I had no child. Yeah, I didn't take that into consideration. So I'm sitting at like 13 hours and 45 minutes on this timer. That's all that I read out of 24. And I told Rye, I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to push this back.
Yeah.
Like to September. I'm not able to do it. So now the problem,
I think she would understand. She is also doing Amazing Readathon, so she'll understand.
Cool. The problem here is that the books that I want to read, okay, there are 2 books on Brittany's damn host favorites that I want to read. I cannot read them because one of them Brittany gave me for her damn challenge, and the other one freaking Rainy gave me for her challenge, and I'm like, I can't start.
I mean, to be honest, it's not that obscene that I would give you one of my favorite books for the challenge.
Yeah, what a concept.
Like, really? That's not surprising.
I thought I had dodged it with Jar of Hearts, which is red, white, and blue, because that's what I needed, was red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Is that the one
Rainy gave me that one. That's the first one she gave me.
Because that's how I read it, was Rainy gave it to me. Yeah.
But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. At this point, like my goal was to have one of the reading my friend's favorite books challenge videos up a month. Mm-hmm. August is not happening. It's not.
That's fine.
We're all busy.
So we're gonna start over. Not start over. I'm not starting 24 hours over. Absolutely not. But we're just gonna continue it in September.
Yeah. Well, it's such a busy month for all of us with this, and like even I'm not even working this month, and I'm finding it really busy.
Yeah,
with all the reading stuff.
If I find a way to put one of the last 2 books for why did I just have a brain fart? For Rye on my Amazing Readathon thing, then I will do it. Otherwise, clearly that's not happening.
No. Well, I'm glad you got your filming done, Eva, and you've got yourself organized and you've got a sandwich on the go, so that's good. I read 50 pages of this. I've got like 4 chapters left. I'm really enjoying it. It was like a little bit draggy in the middle, but it's also not really my thing because it's like a fantasy romance thing. But I just picked it up because it was a retelling. And when we were away, I had to borrow a book from the little library that was where we were staying, which was a bit of a stretch that it was a retelling. So when we were out the next day and I saw this, I was like, this is an actual retelling. So I'm going to read this and then I'll feel like I've like fully filled the prompt. But it's good. And it's based on the premise of Persephone wasn't kidnapped. She jumped into hell. She went there deliberately. And it's kind of spun around. So Hades is really soft and like artistic and stuff, and she is the one that's going into hell and like reorganizing it and leading it and becoming queen and like discovering all of her power along the way. It's really cool. And I got about 50 pages left. It's probably going to be like a 4-star, I think. So yeah, I've liked that a lot more than I was kind of expecting to, because it's not really my usual genre. So yeah, I'm nearly finished with that. And then, like I said, I'm going to start Our Wives Under the Sea, which I'm excited about because I think this is a lot more than of what I would usually read. And multiple people have told me it's weird. So I'm like, great, that sounds good. And it's also like 230 pages. So you can get that done quickly. Whereas this is like nearly 500 pages, which is also not usually my thing. I usually read
chunky.
It's chunky, yeah. But I'm enjoying it. So we got a bunch of people in the comments, which is nice. I could see people arriving whilst we were reading. So I will go through probably not all of them because there's quite a lot of comments here. But there were quite a few. So Rally Reviews is here saying good morning. And they are reading The Undrowned. Don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Jean found their way here. Finally found Victoria. Hello. Good morning. And she's reading Matilda, which we know is a host. Is that one of your host favorites, Eva? Yeah,
Crystal. Okay. It's Crystals.
Oh, Crystals. Oh, okay. Crystal got in there as well. Okay.
But it'll get you money anyway.
Yeah. And that's book 4. That's amazing. I was in the Discord briefly towards the end of the sprint, and like some people are on like 6 books already for this face-off. Okay. There was my brain just immediately reads cat. My cataract verse said, I just noticed that we have my country's capital on the screen. Nice view of, I'm definitely gonna say this wrong, so apologies, Gediminas Castle. Seriously, I'm obsessed with the timer. Beth's here as well. Morning. And Jade said, I hope it's okay to use these to write. Of course, these are open to everybody. I need the motivation and the good company. Thank you very much. Good luck with your writing. I hope that's going well. Nikki's reading Demon Copperhead. That is an undertaking. It's taking me forever. The print is so small, lots of squinting happening. I hope you enjoy it. I've heard I feel like people who like reading the prize books have enjoyed that one, but it also sounds like quite hard going because it's a David Copperfield retelling. So I hope you're enjoying that one, Nikki. Somebody said, I've discovered the world of Amazon Originals and now never want to leave, at least during Face Off. I feel like this is a good time to
get you a lot of. It's going to get you through a lot of books.
Yeah, like Amazon Originals and like all the
Audible ones.
Audible. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people will be there with you. So that's good. So we've got Germany on the spin and going with Toilet Bound Hakanu Kun. I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing this is a manga.
I'm guessing it's a manga.
Yeah,
I'm sounds manga.
It does sound like manga.
Why are we toilet bound though?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's suspicious.
We ain't know.
It's suspicious.
Daniela's also here as well. Hello, good morning. Haven't started reading, but did Duolingo and Dishes good for you. Current read is The Bride Test. Yeah, I read that last month. I need to read the next one because Chloe is doing a read along and we're doing the live show at the start of September. So it's got a red cover, the third book, which I cannot remember what the name of it is.
The Heart Principle.
There we go. Thank you. It's got a red cover, and because I'm on the blue team, I've been trying to read as many blue books as possible. So I need to try and find a way to fit it in this month.
Literally the struggle with all the books that I actually have this month. I'm like, they don't work for anything.
No. Yeah. And it's like the only book that I've had all month that I have to read because it's for a project. Yep. And I haven't managed to fit it in yet, but I know it'll be a quick read. So we'll find a way to work it in somewhere. Speaking of Chloe, only read 10 pages, but been in a Discord call with Cole and his friends. Well, that's fair enough. Anyone doesn't know, Cole's her boyfriend. He's in the States.
To be honest, at some point I will read Yellowface, but like I got burnt so badly by technically Chrissy's Red Idea is a yellow book, but that's for Face Off Weekend, so I'm not counting it. I've only read one yellow book this month, and it was 2 stars, and I just...
I don't think you should hold that against the color.
I was just about to say, I don't think that was necessarily the color's fault.
It was not the color, okay? Clearly. It was
I don't think that's a yellow problem.
The
also,
book.
It's a little problem.
I read Yellowface last month or the month before. It's incredible.
I have heard that.
I don't know what your other yellow book was, but like Yellowface, it was amazing. So hopefully that will...
My other yellow book was The Help. Did not age well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did not. Also, does everyone want to see this photo that I just found that apparently my 6-year-old took while I was sleeping?
Yes.
Absolutely. I absolutely do.
I just need to preface that. So this is the first one. And this is the second one.
Oh.
What is she doing?
That's a good question.
What is happening? And when I asked her about this earlier, she was like, I wanted you to send it to Dequez. I work with Dequez. I'm not trying to scare him. What?
I love it.
I'm so confused
by
what she was doing.
I feel like maybe that was the point.
Supposed to be taken. You know?
I feel like she's like, oh, I'm just gonna mess with mom and like take some weird pictures.
Right? And it really does not look like I do her hair. Like I do her hair in the morning and this is how her hair comes back at the end of the school day. And I'm like, did you have a rough day? And she'd be like, no, it was a good day. And I'm like, your hair says otherwise, bro. What happened?
As long as she's having a good time, it's all good. Okay, let's just run through a few more comments and we'll read again. So Ali managed to read 45 pages. That's amazing. Dusty Book Sniffers is 50% into my book. I think that's my new favorite like channel name. That's hilarious. Aussie Girl couldn't remember where she started, but now on page 216, 80 pages left. Nice. Jade revising chapters and got half of one done. Well done. That's so hard to do. The train along was so cute. I know, I'm completely obsessed. Margaret made the timers for the readathon. Aussie Girl is reading Wind in the Willows. Cute. Can't remember which flag it was, but Wind in the Willows, so that's nice. Clueless about books said I've got 50 pages left of Study for Obedience. Mel was reading some as well. And Char's got her cat. I curled up in bed with my audiobook and Daisy joined me for a rare cuddle. Nice. If we go for long enough, my cats will start waking up in about an hour's time. And you'll probably see one, if not all 3 of them in the background climbing all over me. So Coco's Book Nook Span got Finland reading Monstrous Volume 5. I've heard really good things about that series. Sandra's reading Learned by Heart by Emma Donoghue, so almost done. Then moving on to an arc of House of Odysseus by Claire North, sequel to Ithaca. It sounds interesting. She said that Learned by Heart, which is the Emma Donoghue, is really good. Recommend 4.25 stars. That's good because Emma Donoghue's previous book, the name of which I wiped from my brain, I DNF'd because it was really, really dull. So I have higher hopes for this, because the last one was just not good. Candy's here and reading More Witch Hat Italia. I can't say words. For Sweden. Marlene also read 50 pages. So yeah, people are reading. That's great. Okay. So I thought for second sprint we might do an hour. How do we feel about this? Is that okay? Yeah. I want to just really want to get this finished. You know, when you get to a book, I'm like, I just want to finish and get my points and then move on to this. So yeah, if we do an hour, so I'll set the timer back obviously to the beginning. Let me work out how to do this again. Right, was it this one? Yes. Okay, right. So we'll see you guys in an hour. Happy reading or whatever else you are doing. Off we go. Hello. I've got one of my cats is now asleep behind my computer and jumped out of her skin when that timer went off.
Yeah, Ari's in here now, and she was like, I do not like that sound.
The first time I heard it on the TV, I was like, what the hell? Because I'd gotten so used to the ding, now flight, da da da. And so I heard the train and was like, what the heck? Like, did I put the wrong video on? Because I was like, not in front of the TV. I was in like another room.
We don't have planes in Europe. We haven't got technology yet.
Welcome to Crystal as well. She joined us partway through that sprint.
Hello.
And thankfully this time I knew where to look so I could let her in. So hello.
I was like, I'll just message her and she can find me when she finds me.
I know where to look now, so hopefully we'll be okay. So how did everybody get on in that sprint? How did you do, Brittany?
I finished Heartstopper Volume 3.
Yay!
So I had to spin again, and I got Ireland. I know, I knew you'd be thrilled. But the orange threw me for a loop, not gonna lie.
Oh,
So I ended up picking up Emergency Skin by N.K. Jemisin.
nice.
Oh yeah, I'm not the only Kindle reader.
Oh no, I'm
I
also
did
reading
an
them.
audiobook because I wanted to make breakfast and have the coffee and do the things.
I love when people read on their Kindles. As the resident Kindle girly.
I can't read on Kindle. I'm dyslexic. And for whatever reason, my dyslexia does not like reading on screens at all. Like even for work, it's a running joke that I print emails because if it's a long email with like a lot of information, I just can't read it. So yeah, I can't do the Kindle thing, which is a
Doesn't the
shame.
Kindle have a dyslexia setting? Like, I feel like you can change the tone or something. So
Yeah,
that
they have like it's called like open dyslexic. I think it's a font.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
To be fair, I haven't tried for like probably well over a year, so I should probably look into it again.
Hold on, let me see if I can make this big enough that you can like see it. But like to my eyes, it looks funny, but I'm not dyslexic, so there's that. But it like I'm gonna make this font really big. I do not read it at 14 font, people.
Maybe you should. You know, sometimes I see people on the bus or on the U-Bahn like reading dot size, and I'm like,
oh.
To be fair, I think I have mine set with that font unintentionally. I like put it on to see what it looked like and then just never changed it back because when mine's that big, but like I'm like not diagnosed but probably borderline dyslexic because I mix things up like all the time, but I'm worse with numbers than I am with letters.
Numbers are my bad point.
Me as well.
I usually read it like a 10 font, which I guess is still pretty big because people have said things to me on like Instagram when I post like Instagram photos, and I'm like, I'm blind. Okay, thank you.
I like having it big because you get pages quicker, so you feel like you.
I'm at 3.
But also, did you say you read at 3?
I'm at 3.
That's your font size?
That's my font size.
My sister.
Well, now I'm
reads
curious.
3
One moment.
I could never. I've tried to go lower than 6, bro, and I'm like, even with my glasses on.
Well, Aoife, I should not judge because I'm a 3.
Yeah. You're a 3 too?
I'm a 3.
I don't even know what I'm set as.
I was like, maybe I should check before I say anything because obviously I don't.
You judge yourselves.
I should not judge because I
don't have my actual Kindle.
Sometimes I will go down to an 8. Like depending on the book and the font, but I've been using Amazon Ember because it agrees with my ADHD really well. Like the letters just and with I'm sorry, that sounds like breaking glass. It's the TV. No one is breaking things in my house. And like a 10 is like a good font size, but I did have somebody comment one day when I shared like a quote or something in my story, and they were like, "Wow, you use really big font." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm blind. I have glasses for a reason."
But also, who cares if you read with a really big font or a really small font?
Like,
to be honest,
that's someone's business.
When I first got my Kindle, I was reading at like a 14 font because I saw Tamika reading with a 14 font, and I was like, "That looks like fun." I did that for like 6 months.
Yeah. As long as you can read it, like yeah.
But
I
then
don't have my Kindle in here, but now I want to go check what I'm on. I'm reading on my phone at the moment because I'm doing a graphic novel, and it's just better when it's in color.
Yeah, it's better
for sure.
Oh, I did not read, to be honest.
Fun.
I'm 3% into this book. It's interesting, but here's the deal. Okay. I already texted Brittany about this.
See, I was gonna be like, are you gonna tell them the thing that I already know?
Yeah. I unintentionally, by picking this book, started a 5-book series.
Oh.
Because I went on to Amazon and I was like, oh, I wonder how many more books are in this, because it says Sweetest Revenge Book 1. So I was like, well, let me go see how many books. 5. Now, they're all on Kindle Unlimited, but I know myself, and because I got this one for free, I'm going to buy all of them if I like this one.
Yeah,
I know myself. But I did revive my hair. It probably doesn't look like it because I pulled it back up, but like I had pieces of hair just like sticking out of faux locks, and I was like, this is not a vibe. So I spent that whole sprint crocheting my hair back into the faux lock.
Well, you've been on sprints for like 10 hours now, because you did Breeze and then
something
yours.
stupid like that. Yeah, well, because I started on Meredith's sprints at 8, and then at the end, so like Bree I think had 12 minutes left of her last sprint, and I went over to hers, and then I did my 4-hour block. Yeah, I've been on here for like 10 hours at this point. It's fine.
I had every intention of doing that. I was just gonna like be on sprints all day. Like I started at 10 o'clock this morning. I was gonna be on all day, but then Addie just was like, "Nah, just not happening." She literally cried hysterically for like 50% of the day today. Like there was no way I could be on camera.
Yeah.
She's finally now asleep, like in bed with her dad. That was like the only way she would go to sleep, is literally with him. And I'm just like, because she was crying hysterically, not going to sleep. And I was like, look, I need to tag out. Like, I need to just go do some reading. Yeah. And I've been cried out all day while you studied. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to take her. And then I went in there and they were both like together. And of course, she's fallen asleep in like 5 minutes. And I'm like, girl, whatever. Just, I have nowhere to sleep tonight because you guys are both in the bed. I will sleep in this room anyways because I was going to sprint all night anyways. There's a mattress on the floor ready for me to go. It's fine.
Well, I'm just sitting here like I'm trying to sprint as much as I can today because like I can't sprint tonight because I'll be at work, and then tomorrow I'll be able to sprint like part of tomorrow.
Yeah,
but not all of tomorrow because again I have to work. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sprint until I'm so tired I can't keep my eyes open, and then I'll be like, listen, I'll be back after I say goodbye.
It'll be interesting to see the state of us all by tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're all going to be absolutely lucid.
We're going to be certifiably insane.
Yeah. It'll be like, what has happened to this group of people?
Yeah.
Why didn't I book Monday off work?
No, but give me
why I didn't do that.
I'll give you some.
At which point, and I know nothing, at which point Bree will drop another prompt, and then all
Does
the chaos.
anyone else have that fear that is what is going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like immediately
almost
tomorrow night at like 11 p.m.
Loki's gonna do shit like that to fuck with us.
I am. Every time I open the app, I'm like, has she done it? Has she done it? Has she done it? Look.
I literally like sat down with Addie to try and put her to sleep for like the 10th time and was like, all right, let's check Discord. What's going on in Discord? And every single time I load it and it says 5 new notifications. I'm like, fuck, one of them's an announcement. Thankfully, most of them are just someone responding to something I posted earlier in the day. But like every single time I see it, I'm like, oh fuck, like an announcement.
I'm just
every time.
Listen, I'm just like to the point. This readathon is chaos. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, there will be no first week vlog for me. I'm sorry. I have fought with this vlog to the point that I'm like pissed off. Also, Bree told me that like the little thing that she gave me, like the Easter egg she gave me, is not null and void at this point. And also it deleted that specific clip that had that whatever the hell it was like twice. So I've given up. So the first vlog that y'all will see from me for this readathon is the face-off weekend. That is, and I'm already failing because I forgot to update about my second book until it was done.
You know, that's okay. There is going to be a hint in my vlog that goes up in an hour and a half.
Ooh.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I've finished 2 books out of the face-off sprints and face-off weekend, and I literally have only given update on 1, and I'm almost finished my 3rd, because literally I was like listening to audios while trying to put Addie to bed as she's crying. Once I finished a book, I was like, I'm just going to start the next one. There's no point me trying to give an update right now because no one wants to hear that. So I just put the next one in and kept trying to put it to bed. So I'm pretty much almost finished my 3rd book, and I haven't done an update. So that's fine. Neither.
Well, I figured I'm reading so many books this weekend that I can kind of bulk update at times, because if not, it's going to be the oddest looking vlog that you ever did see.
It's kind of like here's what you missed on Glee vlog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what's really ironic is I found a bunch of short stories, like short audio books, and was like, I'm going to read this one, and this one for these colors. Yeah. And I found out that all 3 of them were Christmas books. And I was like, how did this even happen? Because like the covers didn't give that away. And
somebody in yellow is reading a Christmas book too.
By the time I was halfway through the second one, I was like, I could have fucking done a vlog on this. Like a whole separate side vlog. I could have themed around Christmas books. But I was just like, nah. So I finished the second one. I was like, look, I'm done. I'm not reading any more Christmas books this weekend.
It's Christmas in August.
Yay. Whereas, like, I mean, you guys are all doing loads better than me, because I'm not even vlogging specifically for the readathon, because I do monthly vlogs anyway. And for all of my readathon updates, it's been like, here are the 3 books that I've read since I last spoke to you.
Yeah.
Because vlogging's not going that well this month. It is what it is. So let's have a little quick look through some comments, because we've had some coming in whilst we were chatting, and also whilst we were reading, a few people popping up, which is really nice. Just trying to scroll back to the start. So many people are on like book like 6 of the weekend. It's crazy. Beth is also starting Our Wives Under the Sea, because I finished this one, Goddess Queen.
I'll tie it in a minute.
Ended up really,
I haven't asked that from work.
I really like it. Like, I ended up giving it like 4.5 stars, which was kind of a surprise for me, because it's not usually my usual. I don't know what's going on. Did I just mute all of you by accident? No. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. It's not my usual thing. Ended up giving it 4.5 stars. Really liked it, so that's good. So that was my London sightseeing. So that, and blue team a bunch of points. So that's good. And then I started Our Wives Under the Sea. I've literally got like 14 pages in, and it's about a woman whose wife goes on a deep sea mission. Something goes wrong, and she comes back different. And you're kind of
interesting. Different how?
Don't know yet. But it's part romance, part, so it says on the back, part bruisingly tender love story, part nerve-clangingly submarine thriller. So we'll see how we go with that.
I don't comprehend how they go together.
Yeah, I'll let you know, because hopefully I'm gonna get this done today, obviously, because it's only 200 and something pages. So yeah.
I also did a Hades and Persephone's retelling for London, but I did A Touch of Darkness.
No.
Oh, have you read A Touch of Darkness?
No.
Okay, I was just going to ask the comparison whether you preferred one or the other, because I have the Arc of Girl, Goddess, Queen, and I wanted to read it, but I was like, I've done one, Hades and Persephone's retelling. I feel like I need to have a break before I do another one. I can't just jump into a second one.
Yeah, I mean,
there was a few months ago, I did like 4 Peter Pan retellings, and I was like, this is too much. Like, I need a break.
Too much Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like my favorite type of retelling. So I was just like, okay, I just did too many in one time.
Well, for me, like this is like YA fantasy romance, which isn't usually my genre, but I really, really enjoyed it. And Hades, I was saying earlier, like it's kind of flipped around, because Persephone, instead of being kidnapped, she jumped. She went to hell on purpose, went to Hades on purpose, and he is very much this like soft, creative character, and she is the one that's like ruling hell and changing stuff. And it talks a lot about like toxic masculinity and consent and all of that kind of stuff. So I just really liked it in the end. But Our Wives Under the Sea is a lot more my usual like thing to read. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, Beth's starting that as well. So we're interested to see what we think of it, Beth. Of Butterflies and Books, that's a really cute channel name. On Second Country of Bulgaria, reading Pokemon Adventures Volume 1 manga. Nice. Keep calm with books and coffee. Julie said, good morning. How's Face Off going? It's good. Having a good time. It's nice just to sit and read. Oh, we were talking about this earlier. We weren't sure what this was about. So it's a manga about a ghost haunting a bathroom. That was the toilet bound.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting concept.
It's better than what I thought good though. About, to be honest.
Apparently it's really good.
Yeah. Well, someone in the chat was reading it earlier and we were all kind of intrigued. So yeah, okay. Andrew's also here. Good morning. Forgot about the sprints. That's fine. We're here. Got home from the store. Going to use the rest of the sprint to finish my chores, hopefully, and then read. That's good. I'm doing things the other way around. I'm reading, obviously, whilst I'm on sprints with you guys, and then the next set of sprints, which is Margaret's, I'll be in the chat because I need to get some laundry folded. It's all very exciting today. Just submitted the comfort book for Lithuania. Now starting my second read, also for Lithuania.
The Matt Haig one that has like so many countries on the cover. It would cover so many countries. Yeah,
I really liked that one as well because obviously it's called the comfort book. I thought it was really lovely. Rise here as well. Good morning. Hello. I saw that pop up and I was like, is she trying to get into the live show if I miss someone? I think we're okay. Finish and submit my book. There's so much food. Talk about food in that book. So making food, then smash out Wind in the Willows, and finding a book for France. That sounds like a great plan. So finished. Oh, butterflies and books finished. Pokemon Adventures, my second country. Spun my third and got Finland. Time to finally read the Night Swim audiobook. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to convert another person. I mean, you put it as your favorite because you stole it before I had a chance to say it. But
I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about this because when I've been in like the group chat and stuff on Discord and people are picking up books that I've put as my host favorite and they're picking it up because I've recommended it, I'm like equal parts excited for them to read it and
terrified.
Terrified.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, oh, you spent like money or whatever, or got it free on Kindle from your library or whatever because I've recommended a book and now I really hope you like it. Yep. So yeah, it's a bit scary. So Leonie said, just stumbled upon these sprints, could use some motivation to continue the Sword of Kagan. I hope you're enjoying that. Yes, the train sounds awesome. I'm completely obsessed with this timer. I'm probably going to use it forever now. Clueless About Books said, I finished my second book now and I have feelings. I'm about to read a less heavy book, methinks. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. She's reading the long list for the booker. So they're obviously like quite intense reads. So yeah, maybe something lighter would be good now. Chloe managed 52 pages. Nice. Oh, Andrew's saying the dyslexic font doesn't work for me. It makes it worse. I feel like I need to investigate this because it's been a few years since I even tried to read a Kindle. And it was my mother-in-law's, so maybe I need to try a new one with the dyslexia font on it. Although I feel like I'll end up, like most people do, down a hole of like free Kindle books.
Honestly, it's a dangerous slope.
It's a danger.
Yeah, it's why, we'll see. So Ellie was listening to my audiobook and finished packing up the bedroom. Well done. She's packing to move, which sounds super stressful.
Me too, hence the boxes all behind me. I tried to make it look remotely pretty by just putting all my red book choices out, so it looks like it's just like a background. I don't know, but I'm calling it.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, the room that I'm sat in is my husband's office and our spare room. It's also where I hang all the laundry out. We got back from holiday yesterday and we are leaving again on Monday, so I've got so much laundry happening. But I've just like thrown the errors out onto the hallway because I was like, I don't have time to deal with this right now. So yeah. And Chloe's mum, who doesn't read, sent me a message to say she's curled up in the camper with a book. That's exciting, Chloe. What's she reading? Is it one that you recommended? Kendra is here saying good morning. Emma's being productive. Got up, made my bed, got dressed, did a quick tidy up the house and switched to Fourth Wing. Interesting. Nice. I think quite a few people reading that at the moment.
I think that's another host favorite as well. Is it Rye?
I think it's Rise.
Yeah.
For Fourth Wing, yeah.
I have Serpent and the Wings of Night, or whatever it's called, which is our other favorite audiobook on pre-order, and it comes on Thursday for my birthday, so I'm going to read that hopefully for the next prompt. Well, I don't know what the next prompt is, but I'm just like, hopefully it fits it. If not, I'll have to wait to read it. I'm so excited.
It's not going to fit because any books that I've actually needed to read for a specific period of time never fit.
Won't fit. And here's what I'm going to say. for all of us that bought like, I'm annoyed with whoever decided to do this, but for all of us that bought the original Serpent and the Wings of Night audiobook, we now have to repurchase it.
What? I didn't.
So the Serpent
only gave me the option.
Yeah, so the Serpent and the Wings of Night, originally it was the same narrator as the female for Ice Planet Barbarians.
Okay.
Because I have that version on my phone. I can still listen to it through Audible. But the other day, I went to go check on the pre-order for the second one. And they have, like, redone the first one and then switched the narrator to whoever the hell it is for the first one, for the second one. Which, like, that's fine. Except now I'm like, but I went and I pre-ordered the first one again because I was like, I don't want a series of books with.
We're losing Eva.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I found this on the web for a series of books with not.
Thanks. Sorry. But clearly,
did she say a series of books with nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, so about to start my fourth book, Reading for Portugal, Family Affair by Debbie Makoba. Okay. Tina's saying good morning.
Morning, Tina.
Anne's here as well. I've not seen you for ages. Anne of Not Green Gables just joined. It's 3:30 a.m. Questable choice, but yay for reading. I'm glad we can keep you company. Thoroughly enjoyed books. So Shah's saying I have an hour and 30 minutes left of Carla by Colin Walsh on audio. Then I'm going to read Heartstopper for the first time ever. Shah, where have you been?
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Can I have her GRC? Is that how that works? Can I have her money? We all like split it between ourselves.
What,
all
you
get
just get 10 GRC?
We all get 10.
Here you go.
But yeah, I'm genuinely envious that you're going to read it for the first time, Shah. Oh my
yeah. Oh,
no
I think you're really going to like
it.
it.
First time again, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could read it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then some people were checking their Kindle font. So Chloe's on a 4. I thought I saw another one somewhere about somebody being on a 3. I'm sure that will come up in a minute. Kendra, I'm the same as you. I also can't stay awake. I missed the opening sprints and stuff because I was like, no, that's like midnight my time. That's not going to work. Oh, it was Leonie said she's on a 2. Why am I doing this?
Ooh, that's quite small.
That is small.
So I'm going to. There's quite a few comments, which is great, but I'm not going to show all of them because I want to get reading again in a minute. So got distracted, but read 30 pages. Almost finished HMRC. Oh my gosh, Marlene. I'm excited for you to get to the end. I'm also.
Can we get that GRC too?
Yeah,
again, so. $10 each. We'll just get
thank you everybody. Let us know if you're not taking part in the readathon, if you are reading a host favorite, and we'll just take the money anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure Brie will let us.
We need it. I'm running out of money. I need some cash.
Has this been confirmed by Brie that we're allowed to do this?
Please, she don't need to know.
I mean, there's probably enough of us. We could probably hassle her into it.
Please.
Look, she wants to instill chaos. We'll instill chaos within the chaos.
If
right?
you want to play chaos, I'll play chaos back.
I mean, let's not provoke her.
That's true. That's true.
Like, you know, don't provoke the chaos. She's doing it enough on her own. Kendra said, I've read all your host faves. You're the only one. Oh my gosh, pressure. I hope you enjoyed at least some of them. I hope you enjoyed all of them, but that's exciting. Where oh my gosh, there's so many comments now that I'm like struggling to keep up. Hang on a second. Alice is also on a 3. I'm sorry if I'm missing stuff, but there's like stuff pinging all the time. Oh, and yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? Brie will feel a disturbance in the chaos forces. Seriously, I think she's asleep right now. I feel like this is going to wake her up.
She's asleep. So if we do it
Brie and chaos in the same sentence, and it like spawns her.
Yeah,
right.
It's like Beetlejuice.
She said she probably wouldn't appear again until like the end of Margaret's sprints, but
she's lied before.
Yeah, trust nothing. That's what I've learned this week. Is trust nothing.
No.
I trust her every other time, but this weekend, trust
outside of August, no.
Okay, so we have got, what time am I going to? 1 o'clock. So if we do an hour, and then we'll have like a little bit of time at the end to have a chat. and then I'll hand over to Margaret. But what I'll also do when we finish, I'll put Margaret's link in the chat so that whoever's here can jump easily onto Margaret's if you are still sprinting. So if we do an hour, now watch me fumble with this. Yeah, if we do an hour, if that's good for everybody.
Yep, I'll probably have to pop out at some stage, but it was very nice to read with everybody.
Absolutely fine. Thank you for being here. Do what you need to
problem.
do. Let's hope Bree doesn't wake up and cause chaos.
Seriously.
Yeah. Right. I'll see you in a bit. Happy reading.
Brittany, are you here? Sit down. Okay. Okay. So Crystal went to go put the baby back down because she woke up. I don't know where Brittany is at this moment. There she is.
Right here.
Hello.
I just said on Discord, I was like, I'm coming.
Okay, say hi to her. Say hi. Hi, bestie.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Good. All right, go sit down. We're having an emergency. Go sit down. Thank you.
We're having an emergency.
Okay. So we will in the next.
Oh, hi.
Oh
my phone.
That's fine as long as you can end the stream. That's all that really matters.
I was like, hello. Okay, Crystal, I know went to go lay the baby back down.
Okay.
Margaret does start in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. So if we, I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys have explained, but we've had a massive power cut. We live on a new build estate, and they're still building, and every so often we get these power cuts. So yeah, sorry, this was not the plan. And I was reading as well, and everything like cut out, and then my laptop screen went blank, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And my husband shouted from downstairs. He's like, oh, power cuts. Like, oh, for goodness sake. So yeah, sorry. This was not quite the end to the stream that we wanted, but yeah. So Margaret's starting in 15 minutes. So I think if you guys are all right, we'll kind of end here.
Totally fine.
But yeah, thank you so much for reading with me, you guys, as well, and also obviously the people in the chat, because I can see messages. I don't know how to control this very well from my phone. This is my first time doing this from my phone, so that's a joy.
I wouldn't either.
Don't even try. It's just people asking what happened and if you were okay. And I was like, Crystal was sitting in her chair, and I was sitting here with the camera off, and I was like,
I was in the next room. I sent you a message on Instagram. I was in the next room with the TV sitting on my couch reading, and I have you on the TV. And I was like, Crystal and Neva giving each other side eyes, trying to figure out what is happening is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Because I was like sitting here and I was like reading, and then I picked my foot. Hold on, Ariana. What? No, ma'am. Go find one of your bookmarks. You can't. None of those bookmarks in that cup are appropriate for a 6-year-old. No, ma'am. No. You can throw a fit if you want, but you have bookmarks in your room. Go find one of your bookmarks, or go look downstairs on the coffee table. Because all of those. Because I think you left your Pride bookmark down there. But none of those. Yes, but none of those Gigi and Bo bookmarks in that Luke's coffee mug are okay for you to use. I'm sorry, ma'am. Yeah, but Crystal and I were just like looking at each other, like.
Yeah.
Huh? But it happens to all of us. It's definitely not going to be.
Thankfully, you guys obviously pointed out, because I don't go live very much, so you guys pointed out that you can't actually end the stream. So I was like, oh, maybe I can access it from my phone. And then when I logged in, I was like, oh, I'm back in the stream. So thankfully that worked. But yes, thank you guys for reading with me. Thanks everybody in the chat who came. Margaret's up next. I will share her live stream to my community tab. So if you're following me, that will come up for you in a minute. So you can jump over there quite easy. I don't know how to do it from here, so I'm not even going to try. And yeah, I'm sorry for that slightly dramatic end. But it was fun while it lasted. And enjoy the face-off weekend, everybody. I will be in like chats and stuff for the rest of the day. So yeah, once we're back on. Yeah, thank you for coming. Okay, we will end it there. All right, thanks guys. Bye. Awkward wave.